Well, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am so happy to be back. You know who I am. I'm the real Monty Allen, and I am your crypto nerd. And you're a day late and an algo short because this is yesterday's Algorand news. This is actually like 4 days of Algorand news. If you are out there in the Twitterverse, hit hashtag algonews, and I welcome all of my new viewers. Welcome to the Crypto Nerd channel. We dive in and we talk about cryptocurrency news, specifically talking about Algorand and the Algorand ecosystem here. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, do that follow thing, share, go ahead and, just go ahead and get the word out about Algorand because we are super excited that you're here and that you're interested in the Algorand ecosystem. And guess who else is here? Mike Novogratz. So Mike, if you don't know Mike, he is like a Bitcoin OG. Right, so he's been around for a minute, and he put out this tweet this morning. This isn't even yesterday's Algorand news. This is like, I don't know, this is about an hour ago Algorand news. Not even an hour ago. But take a look. He's running, kind of a search here for Algorand information, and he picked up someone else's, like just straight up like Excel spreadsheet. And Mike is taking notice, and a lot of people are taking notice because Algorand has shot up in price, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I don't generally talk price on this channel, but the fundamentals were rebalanced today because of the tokenomics and some of the circulating supply. So I want to get that information out there, but people are taking notice. So Mike, welcome to the Algoverse. Look at this. I literally just cleared out my notifications. I already got 2 more in there. It's ridiculous. There's a bunch going on today. All right. The Algorand Foundation is updating their circulating supply. And this, I think, has been a big mover and made some people take notice. So when we go look at this chart here that Jason put together, we notice that he is running a bunch of numbers comparatively, and one of the the contributing factors here is circulating supply. And so when we go through and we update the circulating supply based on what is real, not what is like potential down the road in 2030, then it becomes apparent that, hey, every algo should be worth more because, we don't have this extra supply that's going to be here in 9 years. I mean, come on. So what's it worth today? And so we updated that correctly across several different platforms, and all of a sudden it looked like, hey, Algorand is significantly undervalued compared to what's actually available right now. And so there's been a lot of complaints in the community about tokenomics and what's going on there. And really, this is just a perception issue. So I put out a tweet earlier today that just said perception is reality. And more so maybe in the crypto world than in a lot of places. But wiping off a bunch of crypto that's not yet available. It's locked up. It's in escrow. The foundation's holding on to everything there. It's not available yet. It's not circulating. So when we updated this, now we see like, oh gosh, all right, we've got limited inflation. It's planned. Everything is lined up, and it's controlled. And we've got a lot of good things coming up that's going to give us some strong momentum. But I think this really kickstarted things for us recently. This updating of the circulating supply. Now we've got this all hands meeting. Now, if you haven't already followed all of these folks, you definitely should. So we've got Algo Sean Lee. We've got Shay. Shay, is it Shay or is it Shy? I'm going to go with Shy because that was a nice 90s like a cappella group. We got the Algonomist. Right, so if you haven't followed Massimo, you definitely should. And Johanna. All right, so go check out Johanna. All right, now we've got a bunch of folks who are going to take part of this. They always use the green crypto hashtag. I love this. By the way, you should go check out, there's a fictional city called Tolosa, which is supposed to be the most carbon neutral city, or as close to carbon neutral as possible. And I think that their coin of choice, their currency of choice, should be Algorand. I don't know. We should figure that out. But go check out the community all hands. This happens tomorrow as I film this, so you should go check it all out. All right. Now, next, we've got more charts here, and we've got, because you're bored. this guy puts out some really, really smart information. It's all logical. He follows the numbers. If you are a numbers geek, then you should definitely check out Because You're Bored. And it's not like spelled out your like his name is. It's just YR. And his videos are really smart as well. So the intellectual quality of the Algorand follower is just light years ahead a lot of these other blockchains. I am really impressed every single day with the amount of people that do more than their own due diligence. They go above and beyond and extrapolate and pull out valuable information and then share it. We're not a greedy community. We want to share information and get it out there. In any case, we're talking about the network effect, and really this is just momentum. Right, so the number of people who are accumulating and taking algo like off the books, just stockpiling it, and this could be getting in preparation for governance. It could be because they've known for a little while now that things are happening behind the scenes, especially in El Salvador. So Algorand has really had some strong use cases, from some vaccine tracking to El Salvador's behind the scenes, the government use there for infrastructure. Not to mention, medical and identity and just a ton of use cases that Algorand is legitimately being used for current day, like right now. They are being used for all of these very important, high-level, complex protocols. Oh, we've got to give Coinbanks a follow. Boom. So behind the scenes, El Salvador is they made news recently because they're accepting Bitcoin. But the thing that they didn't really publicize as much is that behind the scenes, a lot of the infrastructure is being run on Algorand, and it's the equivalent of having a high-speed bullet train go from government agency to government agency. So the governments behind the scenes are using Algorand, but that last mile, they use dog sleds, bro. They use dog sleds. They're like, yep, whip out the Bitcoin. We need to go slower. So, and I think because Bitcoin is really just sort of the market awareness. When people think of cryptocurrency, they think of Bitcoin in large part across the globe, not just in the United States where I am. And it's unfortunate, but I think that the powers that be were like, hey, we need crypto, and in their minds that was synonymous with Bitcoin. But really behind the scenes, the government agencies were like, oh yeah, but we need Coinbanks to actually hook us up with the real good, right? So they needed Algorand behind the scenes, and I think it's just a matter of time before more and more folks realize, hey, you know what, this Bitcoin, this ETH, I don't know what the hype is all about. The one that actually works behind the scenes is Algorand. So Algorand is doing the heavy lifting behind the scenes for all of these other agencies effectively right now. It's already doing everything that ETH 2.0 wants to do right now. And so people are just waking up to that and finding out, and it might just be, hey, it needs to get the word out. More people need to use it, and slowly but surely people like El Salvador's government are using this to great success. And so if you know, and next thing you know, Mike Novogratz is tweeting about you. So I think that's good. So El Salvador does launch the government blockchain infrastructure on Algorand. And so Coinbanks, kudos to them for kind of allowing this to happen, or kind of facilitating this. So the official records are hosted on blockchain, which just means a lot of stuff behind the scenes, when it counts for the government themselves, they want to run this. And this is another case of the people that are involved in the community and in cryptocurrency, choosing Algorand behind the scenes. Another perfect example, a company called Republic, which handles like private equity and investments. Let's you and I invest in companies. Well, when it came time for them to run their own campaigns, to raise funds for themselves, they did it on Algorand, even though they raised money for other blockchains on their site. So they were involved with all those other blockchains, with all those cryptocurrencies, and they chose Algorand because if you know, you know. All right. We're running out of time already. There's so much to go through. But I'm super excited about this yldy news. So yldy, the largest ASA and arguably the most exciting one that is released so far, the one that has the most traction so far, and there's going to be a bunch of these that have traction, and yldy is poised to take advantage of that because we knew that they had partnered with Mexi. They put out a couple of snarky tweets. I love their tweet. Their tweet tactics, by the way, but it's becoming more and more finalized now. We're getting a better picture of what is going on with Mexi and what they want to do, and they want to onboard ASA projects. They want to be a launch pad for other ASAs, which positions yldy in a strong spot, doesn't it? Because they don't want to just be the first ASA. They want to be the ASA that launches everything else, which puts them kind of in like a strange position, because it's not Algorand launching all these other ASAs. It's like somebody went up to the wall and they were climbing up to the mountain and they turned around and they're like, hey, you know what? Let me help these other people up too. And I appreciate that. That is leadership in the cryptocurrency and in the Algorand community. And that just goes back to saying what I was earlier about the Algorand community, not just being greedy with their knowledge and their resources. So that is not just me and you sharing information on Twitter. That comes down to companies like yldy. And so yldy has decided, hey, I'm going to take a leadership position in this ASA market, help the Algorand community. And yes, it does help yldy as well because it positions them strongly to be that DeFi hub, which we know that they want to be. They want to have those staking pools available for everyone so that yldy can kind of be like the universal, exchange currency there for their site. And yeah, it's a strong move by them, but it's also good for everyone else in the community. And so I appreciate what they're doing. I think it's a strong move, and it's going to help everybody in the community kind of boost up. And man, the NFT game is strong lately, isn't it? So take a look. Now, I don't know who won the first drawing there, but it's finished. It was worth what? I think somebody estimated $16,000 I forget how many algos that was worth. It was worth more algos the other day, right? Because algos appreciated significantly compared to the US dollar. But a fantastic piece of work there. Now we got Tim P and a Ling Ling coming up. No, actually, next is an opul, right? An octopul, right? Opul. Joe, forgive me, man, but it looks cool. All right, and then we got a Stitch Bob. We got another Yieldling. Then we got Tim P and a Ling Ling. Look, they did like the drawing. Like it goes 1, 4, 3, 2. In not order here. But in any case, I love the NFT game. I think it's strong. NFTs in the Algorand system are about to blow up. So the amount of NFTs that are coming into the system are amazing. So number one, there's a whole bunch of new marketplaces that are coming online here. So there's some that are just like deciding not to open up on ETH. They're going to open up on the Algorand system. There are some that are just coming up and like about to get their ball rolling, so to speak. So I'm taking a look at all of you Zesty fans out there. Zestbloom's about to get rolling. We got a lot of artists that are moving over to the Algorand ecosystem as well, realizing the benefits of working with an environmentally friendly blockchain. I think that makes a big difference. And artists want to, they don't want to see their artwork cause damage to the environment. So they want to be environmentally conscious, as well as find a audience that is eager, willing, and avid for their artwork. So I'm really happy that all of these NFTs are gaining traction, gaining attention, and we're getting new artists to join the group. Look, Kelly just retweeted Mike. Literally just happened 17 minutes ago. So, boom. All right. Speaking of NFTs, we've got an event that's coming up, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. And I think it's perfect timing for the Algo Gang Originals to get the ball rolling. If you haven't checked them out already, go check them out. They've got a killer Telegram group, but follow them on Twitter here. The artist has done some amazing work, Alien Pride art. I bought some of it on AB2 the other day. It was a superhero-themed alien piece of work, and it's just beautiful. So I think it's prime time for NFTs and the art community to really embrace the Algorand blockchain. It's cheaper to mint on. We've got so much momentum. So we've got this government infrastructure. We've got celebrities, crypto celebrities tweeting about us. The Algorand Foundation updated our circulating supplies. entire countries are figuring out what's going on with Algorand. We got yldy poised to just just shoot the top off of this thing by helping all of the other ASAs behind them get up and running. And then we got some really cool artists. So there's so much going on, so much to love about the Algorand community right now. I am just in awe. So that's it. I've taken my 15 minutes. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe out there. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And, man, I'm going to have to start doing 2 of these things so that everybody makes it all the way through. All right, Crypto Nerd, out.